Last time you threw the
Nick,
countdown on there, and I still was late.
Yeah, and you get the goddamn
hey, and
and
he's
you
right here. There you
I
go.
messed it up again.
I'm gonna have to get some. I don't know what's up.
you
What's
need to
going
put
on,
like the
y'all?
big countdown
Welcome back
numbers
to the
on the
Garden
screen.
Knicks podcast. I'm your host Apollo Reed. I'm here with Andre Jalil, Rick the Ruler, and I got my boy Joe from TFE here. What's going on, y'all?
The
Chilling.
frozen envelope in the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Check us out on Facebook.
Yeah, thousand members, man. Climbing, man. We
Thou-
up there.
1,000 members today.
Hey
Yes,
Joe,
sir.
what that mean? The frozen envelope?
Really?
How you a Knicks fan and you don't know what the frozen envelope
So
is, bro?
really?
I don't know. I missed it.
Patrick Ewing?
Oh, yo, Cat, kill the video.
Word, no. We out, yo. Yes, because they
Yo.
about to kill us. They about to
Oh,
kill us when
no.
they see this. They say he don't know the frozen envelope. Patrick
Oh.
Ewing, the frozen envelope, the draft.
They said the Knicks froze the envelope in '84. That's
Oh,
how we
yeah,
got
yeah.
Pat.
I never heard it. I never heard of it.
Jay, there's no way you didn't know about that.
They
Never
say
heard.
David Stern froze the envelope.
Rick, you heard about that before?
Oh, okay.
I mean, as far as it being referred to Patrick Ewing, nah, but I know what like the term frozen
The
envelope
term.
means.
Mm.
Yeah.
See, so that's two of them.
Wow. So if you're watching this, ignore that first 5 minutes. Ignore the first 5 minutes of the pod. If you're here, hit the like and subscribe before we run you away. And ring
I'm
that
happy I
bell.
learned something new today.
Yeah,
Now
ring
I'm
that
an
bell.
official fan. Now I'm an official Knicks fan.
Well, we at least got to start it off on a good note, even though we lost tonight. In room, my man Julius Randle's All-Star night. You know what I'm saying? He
Yes,
gets the
sir.
nod to be an All-Star night.
Maybe I
Let's
clap
clap
it
it
off
for
to
Julius
Julius
real
real
quick. You know what I mean? Julius is an all-star finally. He made it, and it didn't look like I'm not gonna lie, I knew he was gonna make it. I just felt like they were just trying to find ways to make excuses as to why they weren't going to give a lot of these other guys the nod or whoever else it would
They
have been,
said
which is
Schrader
probably
make it.
I don't know about
Yeah.
him. I think if anybody, it was my man from Indiana that got snubbed.
Sabonis. Yeah, he got
Sabonis.
snubbed.
He
Big
got
snub.
Big snub.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, Julius there. We are not
Everybody
Indiana
can't make
fans.
it.
Yeah, we're not Indiana fans, so that's their problem. They'll have to deal with that till next year. So we got Julius in there. Unfortunately, the refs ruined that night for him. I don't care what nobody say. Them refs was absolutely atrocious tonight. It was
Man, yeah.
disgusting. It was disgusting just watching them out there. But whatever, when you got the Warriors out there, they know how to play to the refs very, very, very well.
Yeah.
They barely even
Well,
have to play. You know what I mean? But what you guys see from the game?
Let Joe go. Joe said he had a whole thing. He said,
Yeah. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I got so much to say about this game. I mean, first of all, they did what the refs do.
Right.
I mean, the refs all season, first of all, have been bad. Not just Nick game.
Yeah.
Just in
All
general,
season.
they've been awful,
seem like they
man.
trying
So
something new and they just horrible at it.
Yeah.
yeah, they've been awful, man. But I got to start off with Alfred Payton, man. How does this guy, right? Even when he plays well, he's still not
horrible.
good. Yeah. Like,
Missing layups.
even in the games where he plays well, he still manages to miss more shots than he makes. Does anybody notice this?
Yo, dude, like don't get me started.
Like,
Don't get me
like
started.
8 of 19 tonight, I believe, right?
Yes.
Missing layup shots right at the rim, bro. Like, oh my God, RJ Barrett. I try not to pile on this kid, but
He's
he
got a long way
can't.
to fucking go.
He really was sleepwalking through this game tonight. I thought it was Kevin Knox out there.
Yeah.
Like, he was getting beat back door and all kinds of stuff that normally we don't see from him. Like,
That
he was
pass
just
to, from Draymond to Kelly Oubre when he just cut to the basket. It was like, yo, what were you even looking at?
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yo, let me
Then he
tell
had
you-
to play.
Let me interject really quick. This is one thing I keep saying that I see from him. I feel like he's still like he's almost like in a rookie in the sense that he's still starstruck when he gets into some of these games. It's like he's like watching the game and not playing. That's what it looks like sometimes.
He was definitely doing a lot of watching tonight. Just like the play early in the first quarter. I don't know if you guys even remember because so much happened in the game. But It was a play early in the first quarter. It was Oubre's first shot, I believe. He hit a three. They hit back-to-back threes to start the game.
Yeah.
Oubre hit the second one. RJ is just like he don't know what's going on out there. Like he forgot where Oubre was.
Yeah, I was actually telling Dre earlier
that was a
that
sign.
they should have sat him.
Yeah.
That was a sign of what was to come, yo. I
Yeah.
was surprised that it's crazy. He's had better games and they've sat him in the fourth quarter. And tonight he's looks lost and they play him in the fourth quarter.
I was just about to say that.
I'm so confused, bro.
I was just saying to Josh, I was just saying before you got on, Joe, I said that like we got the most stubbornest coach. I'm like, you should have sat these dudes. Like why all you put we were down 3, so we played okay. We played a little bit horrible, and the third quarter, forget it.
Yeah,
the fourth quarter, we actually got ourselves back in the game. Now you're trying to finish out the game with no shooters on the floor.
Like, what are you doing? How?
You know what I'm saying? And now you got your bums in there. So then they fouled they fouled Alfred, and I was like, bum ass Alfred. What did he do? He gonna miss the free throw. He got no shooters out there. Like they can't these are the critical moments. These dudes can't knock down free throws. Him and RJ Barrett missed a free throw.
Yeah. Like
you said, Ricky, Taj Gibson knocked down all 4 of his free throws.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. It's the end of the game. Throw these dudes in there. I understand they play good D. You know what I mean? Not that even Reggie Bullock, he put him in late. He knocked down a 3. Reggie Bullock is scared.
I can't stand Reggie
for
Bullock,
sure. He
had it was a fast break, and he passed it to Reggie Bullock up ahead, and he stops and pops and misses. Yeah. And it's like, dude, why couldn't you just finish going to the basket, get the foul, something?
Right.
Yo, we desperately need an upgrade over Bullock. I've been saying that for a minute. You know that, kid.
Yeah.
We need an upgrade over Bullock, man. We can't keep running him. We can't keep running him out there in the starting lineup.
Yeah, at this point, it's clearly because of the chemistry, and it's like, fuck that chemistry, bro. It's not doing shit for us. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's him and Peyton out there, don't get me wrong. Like you said, Peyton had a good game tonight, but he still played terrible. I don't even understand how. He had 20 points, and
on 19 shots.
And
but he's missing layup.
Yeah, coach had him out there from the beginning of the third all the way to about 2 minutes left. And then when the timeout came, I'm like, all right, well, at least he takes him out now. And he puts Derrick Rose in next to Elfrid Payton. And I'm like, why is he still in the fucking game? How does this lineup work? What kind of shooting is there? What shooting?
I don't know. But speaking of shooting, highlight tune about Burks, because I thought Burks was going to show up big time, and he didn't. He got 8 points tonight.
3 of 10.
He had a few shots, but it was like he didn't take them.
What
are you even doing?
He had wide open shots he missed though.
Yo, one thing I noticed about Burks, if he not shooting a spot up 3 or taking a mid-range jump shot, he really don't give you nothing else. When he drives to the basket, I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know that this might turn into a turnover.
Yeah.
Because he don't have no verticality when he driving the paint, so he ain't making no layup over nobody. He ain't dunking on nobody.
Pass.
And the passes are terrible passes, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Woo. Man, yo.
Listen.
But the third quarter, though, we were scoreless for the majority of the third quarter. I was like, yeah.
Yo.
And at the beginning of the game, I said, we're going to take this out. Not because I was negative or anything. I just felt like we weren't ready to play with fans in there. I think too much was happening. I think there was a lot of Randall becoming an all-star. There was a lot of distractions, fans being in there. And I was just like, we're going to take this out.
I'm going to be honest.
But we were down 3 in the fourth.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, bro.
Yeah. With all of that.
And what happened?
And then they let it go. Then he let the bums in.
Yeah, we took that out, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If Steph Curry didn't have an amazing game, they would have lost. Look at everyone else's numbers outside of Steph Curry's, and you don't really get anybody. Look, Kelly Oubre as monstrous of the game he had 19 points and 8 rebounds. Wiggins had 16 points. No one else really.
I don't even remember Wiggins scoring.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It was a quiet. No one else really did
It's
anything.
a critical spots where he
It was-
knocked
yeah,
down.
like he
It's
hit
like
the-
he's nowhere, and then all of a sudden he scores, and it's
He
like,
scores.
Wiggins killed us. Well, Wiggins killed us in the third.
Yeah, in the third, that's where he really went off. And he had what he ended up having, like I said, 16 points. He made
16
six
points.
shots
Yeah.
the whole night. He was 1 for 6 from 3. He was Draymond Green's 1 for 4. Like if Steph Curry did not have 37 points,
Yeah, they wouldn't have won.
on 22 shots. This boy was 9 for 22, 7 for 14. Those threes he was throwing up were just absolutely ridiculous. And it was a gut check every single time he hit one.
Yeah.
Every single time he hit one.
Burks hit back to back threes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Cut it to 6. It to 6.
yeah.
Then Burks deflects the pass, literally deflects it right to Steph, and Steph hits like a 27-footer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Just to quiet it. Yeah.
And speaking of hitting the ball, Nerlens.
I know where you going. Nerlens, he got 2 bricks for hands.
Worst fucking hands I've seen, bro.
No, I feel like every game he's fumbling the pass.
Bro, it's a pass, it's a tip,
It's a rebound.
it's a rebound, it's anything. He can't grab the ball, and it's like, bro, you have small hands. Are you not looking at where the ball is at when you're reaching for it? Like, how do you miss this?
Yo, he's one of those dudes. He's one of those dudes when you watch him and you be like, dude, if I have his body, I'd be doing crazy, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And like the dude is out there, yo, he kicked Oubre in the face, which I thought was funny. But his body is flailing all over the place when he dunks. And his leg went up so high, he kicked Oubre in the face off the dunk. And I was just like, yo, there's some parts you look at him, you're like, all right, I'm glad we got him.
Yeah.
Then there's other points just like, yo, come on.
Yeah. Because there was a couple plays. He had that alley, which was nice. He had the pass from Julius down the middle, and he had the nice dunk. That was nice. And it was like the next 2 plays he lost the ball, and then he got another alley oop, and then the next 2 plays he couldn't get the ball, and it's like bro, you know how someone drives in their point guard and they drive and they fit the ball through 2 people right inside the paint to you, and you get and go right up. He misses that pass every single time.
How many times we see RJ drive and drop off a beautiful wraparound pass, and it just goes through my man's hands.
I mean, he's like, and then they're down the court every single time, and I'm just like,
RJ sleepwalking because sometimes his wraparound passes don't make it. Was it the last game? He tried to do a wraparound. He hit somebody in the back.
He stopped on his back.
Man, go up.
Well, that's the thing. Nobody thinks he's gonna pass it once he gets all the way in there. So
because he normally doesn't.
He got heavy feet. He's got like the heaviest feet out there. Because every time you see him run fast, like you see his head not like he got to do a lot of work to gain speed. And every time I watch, because I'm like, yo, he's slow, but he be like, you be seeing him like he an old dude or something like that. And I be like, yo, get out there, man, like. Run.
I'm laughing because it's true.
It's true now. He does this move. Yo, listen. I love RJ, but before he starts running, it's like he has to do a giddy up before.
He got to get started. He's like,
it's like he does his move.
How big is this dude?
Every single time he's about to drive to the basket, he does, and then he drives. And it's like, bro,
I'm like, oh my god.
He got to warm the springs up, man.
But you realize though. You realize that the coach always runs him right off the ball, and that's how he gets all the way to the basket. Like whenever somebody grabs, he rarely gets to the basket straight off of the dribble, like from the top.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
He don't have no wiggle.
Right, it's a dribble handoff. Like Randall hits him with a dribble handoff, and he goes right to the basket.
He ain't got no first step.
That's the only way he gets really fast to the basket.
So check this out. This is a statistic that I like to look at every day. All the starting 5 is negative plus minus. All our secondary was positive.
Two is crazy.
Yo, Tune is different. A goofy friend, man. Yo, that was funny.
Like I said, he kicked Oubre in the face. He like all over the place. Like his body ain't. Keep it tight.
Yo, that's crazy how he looks like him. No, he really looks like a praying.
That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Like the panda, what was the Kung Fu Panda? He looked
yeah, that's right.
But like I said, everybody on the starting 5 is a negative plus minus. All about everybody from the bench. Alec Burks down. It's all positive.
See, now my thing is that so we can
Not
talk
that they
about
looked at
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose real quick. Derrick Rose had a pretty decent, especially first half. That first half was amazing by Derrick Rose. And that's why
Yeah.
it bothered me so much. And I knew this was gonna happen. He does this every time. My man was texting me. He said, "Yo, what's Julius Randle? He's not passing the ball." I said, "Yo, my main concern right now is the fact that coach runs these guys for far too long when they're not playing well, like
Yeah,
for far too long.
yeah.
Like
Tonight, definitely.
yeah, like Derrick Rose had an amazing first half. He damn near had all his damn points in the first half. He had 12 points in the first half, and the end of the game was 16.
My
So
pro, I, I do gotta say this, and I don't want to put it all on him
mhm,
because a lot of it had to do with the Knicks offense just stalled. But
yeah,
he forced a lot of shots in the second half
oh
where
yeah,
it was just
yeah.
like,
It was just like
but
yeah.
there was literally nothing going
There was
on.
nothing else that
Exactly.
it was like
Yeah,
nothing was happening. Like I know the drive you're talking about where he drove it and like hit off the backboard and nothing else. Like you know what I'm saying, like one of those plays. But like you know, he had it going in the first half. Then the second half comes around and they were having a terrible third quarter. I don't know why he decided to run Alfred Payton for so long. And I think that at least at the 6 minute mark, you could have swapped. I know he was getting buckets every 3 times he put the ball up.
He was scoring.
Yeah, but at some point you got to put Derrick Rose in there because the guy had a rhythm. He had something going, and when he put him back in there, that rhythm was completely gone. And that happens every single time. He has somebody who's getting a rhythm, and in the third quarter he comes in and he wants to play him the entire third quarter, and then he tries to throw in the fourth quarter where now all right, let's throw quickly and Derrick Rose out there, and it's like at that point the game is really what it is. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to look for something to complain about with Tom Thibodeau. These guys have been playing well. They've been
Mhm.
playing great defense, and we're clearly one of the best defensive teams in the league. Like I said, if it wasn't for Steph going crazy and the bum ass refs, we were in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. This was a
But that's my point about. I feel like that's why I feel like at the end of the day, as bad as some of the guys may have looked, or nobody looked really that great, right?
right,
But we were within three, and that's why I feel like, all right, coaching, let me get some shooters in here,
right.
all right? Because you got to play Curry the way you're gonna play Curry, no matter who's on the floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Have somebody sticking to his hip. And he's slick. He gonna get you to draw. He gonna draw a foul, whatever the case. No matter who you got on. You know what I'm saying? They kept doing these switches where they had Taj on them. I felt like there should be a scheme in there where if you see that switch, somebody RJ run off your man and help. Don't have Taj out there trying to defend this cat. Like you know what I mean? Because
He
even
just gonna foul him.
for a second, let that dude beat you. Let Oubre beat you. Don't let it be
Mhm.
Steph Curry out there, killing y'all all game with no adjustments. That was the thing. And I feel like this. I'm hoping that what it is, I'm hoping they trying to play him up for value.
Who? Alfred?
Alfred. I swear I hope that's what's going on. I just
mean,
pray.
I mean, we would love for that to be the scenario, the same way we would love to trade for Beal. You know what I'm saying? But I just hope that there's enough value in Alfred where they can make a move that allows us to. I don't know what will we do? Like who would we bring in to replace Alfred Payton that's equivalent to his worth? Because sadly, whatever he's gonna bring you and his value, there's no equal value for Alfred Payton. And if there is, I don't want it, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
You
know
mean
what
if
I'm
we
saying?
make an equal trade for him, like you said, we're not really getting anybody back that's worth anything in the league?
Yeah, for Alfred at this point, especially at his contract, like no. What are we really getting back for Alfred?
I mean, like I said,
Maybe a pick, like whatever we would do for Alfred would be us removing him from our team. That'll be the main cause. It wouldn't be bringing somebody else in that you know what I mean? Like I just don't see us bringing in someone else that's going to help us at the point guard position by trading Alfred Payton. I don't think anybody wants to give up anything for Alfred Payton is what I'm trying to say.
yeah. I mean, I would love it to be Lonzo Ball, but like that's just
That's not a comparison.
That's not even it's a comparison. It's just not going to happen simply because he's playing way better than everyone expected him to play this year already. So
Yeah.
who, Alfred or Lonzo?
Lonzo.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. My bad, Joe. I didn't even know that she was out here. But
It's all good.
I
but
don't know what you said, Joe. But I don't know what you said, Joe. He ain't like it.
don't even do that. Don't even do that.
Nah, that was me. I hit something in. I don't know.
But yeah, man. There's not much great to talk about. I mean, if you want to just keep the spirits high and talk about Julius Randle making the All-Star team, that'll be nice.
I want to talk about quickly.
Yeah, let's
Oh
talk
yes,
about it.
please.
Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
Looking like my man. Some people gonna blame it on Rose. I know they are, but let's be honest. When Rose first got here, everybody was hyped about
He was
Quickly and
balling.
Rose.
He was
Those
balling.
first 3 or 4 games, they played
They
great
play
together.
well together. Yeah.
So now everybody trying to blame Rose, but it has nothing to do with Rose. I just think that he kind of hit a wall. He's missing shots that we seen him make all year. Like the floater is not.
It's floated.
I feel like he ain't made. I feel like he ain't made a floater in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
It seems
Exactly.
like.
He missed them all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big part of his game. And I mean,
3-point shot.
if you leave him open, he'll hit a 3. But the step backs are not going in right now. So it's a lot of stuff that's just against him right now. I mean, but I think it's just a rookie wall. I'm not worried about it. I think that kid is great. So we just gonna have to deal with the downs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully the All-Star break will do him some good.
Yeah. I mean,
We needed him tonight because when you play against a team that got Curry on it, he's going to be lighting up from the 3-point line. You need to combat that because you're not going to guard him because he's pretty much unguardable. I mean, like you can delay a lot of his shots and alter it, but he's going to shoot. He's going to score like he did tonight. So you need to fire back with some 3-pointers just to keep the game even. But who do we have? We had Burks. We had
Just don't have enough shooting, man.
It's not enough, and so we needed Quickly to come in that second unit and start dropping some of those shots, and he wasn't,
right.
And it was unfortunate for us.
He
how
I know
3 points this game.
You know how I know we don't have enough shooting? Because even in games where we get hot from the 3-point line, we don't really make or take a lot. Like in comparison to a lot of teams, you notice that
every time we have a lot of like 3-pointers, we always shoot less than the other team. Still, no matter how many we hit.
Like a good game for us, a good game for us, we'll hit like 13 or like 28. Yeah, and that'd be like lighting it up for the Knicks.
Yeah, and we hype over that. So if we're gonna put people out there who are scared to shoot threes and are gonna miss threes, you might as well put Knox in the game.
So but this is what I was just about to say. Like when you look at Reggie Bullock, that's a big part. He passes up a lot of shots. Look at a lot of these guys in the league who shooting threes. They shooting threes anyway with people closing out on them. Mm-hmm. Reggie is like, if it's not wide open, he's not gonna shoot that shit. And he gets scared. Yeah. So like one of the ideas. I don't know how realistic it is. Again. Who knows what's gonna happen if we actually gonna make a trade? But what's his name that I like over there with the Kings that they keep talking about? He's out there for trade. That the shooter from the Bahamas,
Buddy Hield.
Like he's not scared to shoot the rock. Like I just want to see it. I'm not saying I like him.
He ain't never seen a shot. He's
that's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying he's gonna be big. I take him over Reggie Bullock. Like if they just change that.
Oh yeah, I mean, and he's coming off the bench right now.
He's just confident.
You got it. But if you take him, you gotta take that contract for the next 3 years. I think it is.
I don't care.
And
we can't do that.
A lot of NBA execs to say that he's not worth that contract because now all he does is shoot threes. He don't do nothing else anymore.
Nothing else.
He's literally turned into just a 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So Reggie do. I guess Reggie played D. Other than that, like he don't really.
Yeah, and he's not a good defender.
But this is what I'm saying. So for that, we take the bad contract. I take the bad contract, get him out there. He knocking down shots. He's confident. He hustles. And to me, when I see him play, he look like he hustled more than Reggie Bullock. To me, I don't know. I just don't like Reggie. Reggie just seems like a non-factor too often.
My problem with Reggie is that I'm starting to see Julius Randle less afraid to take contested threes than he is. and that's your job. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like you that was literally your job
You
to
win.
take threes. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if
Yeah.
somebody's closing out on you. How many other times do we see it in the league? How many times are we playing somebody, and then all of a sudden they pass
hard
it out to somebody,
closeout.
and there's a hard closeout, and somebody still knocks it down. They're not scared to take the shot. That's what you're there for, bro. Like literally, that's what you're there for. So if every single time we throw you the ball, you head faking and then passing it back, you are now a pawn. You're not. You have no value on the floor at all if you're not.
Knox would have
shooting
took
the
it.
ball. Hell yeah.
Knox would have took that shot. Yeah.
And then, I think another problem I have is when he does get closed out on, he don't have no creativity really. So
No moves.
once a guy close out hard, like he don't got nothing.
He always
Like,
he
yo,
stops his dribble. He picks up his dribble and he's looking for somebody to pass it to.
Yeah.
Yo, he don't even, you know,
how many turnovers he gets because he doesn't know what to do in crucial moments. He doesn't know how to dribble the ball. So like you notice it'll be like a fast break and he'll have the ball, and if he wants to stop, he'll just throw it to somebody, and he'll like throw it to
Anybody.
He'll
remember
throw
he
it
did
to
that.
anybody.
Remember he cost us a game earlier this year doing that.
No, he almost did. He almost did. I don't think we actually lost it because of that. But I
You
think
sure? I
almost
could have sworn we lost that game.
It
man.
was a back-to-back game between the back-to-back
He was
play.
He got it on the break, and it was him and one other guy. And instead of him attacking it, he turning around looking for a pass.
He threw it back.
No, but he did that tonight. Remember, I said that earlier. I think Rose threw him the pass. He was ahead of him, and he stopped and shot the ball instead of going to
the stopped my man stopped and pulled up a mid-range.
Yeah, like a little 5-footer.
Fast break.
On a fast break.
It's like, bro,
he's
pulled up a mid-range on a fast break. I can say it was a 3, but drop to the basket. My man stopped that mid-range and was like, I was like,
yo, and then missed it. And this is why I feel like I want to see what Buddy Hield would have done in that situation.
Buddy Hield would have made the basket, but he also would have took 7 more in that same possession somehow. I don't know how he would have done it.
This is what I'm saying. Like Reggie Bullock is better. If you just change, forget about even if we kept Elfrid Payton. And the way because I like Payton a lot better than I liked him in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He'll go into the basket because, like I said, I believe that if you can't shoot, you got to create somehow and get in there and score points. He had 20 tonight.
Yeah.
Like if we could get between 15
on 19 shots. On 19 shots.
I mean, but a lot of these other dudes. But again, we only lost by 6 points or something like that.
Yeah.
But my point is, if Reggie Bullock is more aggressive, that's all he needs to be is more aggressive. And he scores 15 points a night. This is a completely different game.
But he don't got it though, bro. He's literally like
that's the problem.
He's literally he's literally like a guy who outside of like his defense, like he's really not an NBA player.
Reggie Bullock is not a starter in his league.
He's literally a guy like
Alfred.
He's literally I'm talking about Bullock.
You're talking about Bullock.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like he's literally not an NBA. No, he's not an NBA player. Outside of his defense, he's not an NBA player. He literally looked like a dude out there who you picked up off the bus stop who had a jump shot and was 6'7".
Absolutely.
That's what he looked like, yo. Yeah. Like if I was 6'7" with a jump shot, I could go out there and do what he's doing. Because he does nothing else.
I've never seen.
Has he ever dunked in a game?
He's dunked, but he's never.
I've never seen him dunk.
I've never seen him dunk.
I seen him do. He does rim grazers. Like he has to be completely wide open, and it'll be like a very dramatic rim grazer. But you know what I'm saying? Like
I think you're thinking of somebody who looks like him.
His layup package is 0, yeah.
Yeah, it's not
0, yeah.
His drink says default.
So yeah.
Base.
I'm trying to imagine though, Cat. Like you know how when we were younger, how aggressive I was playing basketball. I'm trying to imagine being 6'7" and not dunking on that fast break. That would have been heaven for me. I'd be like, I dare one of y'all to get under there. I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. You're gonna stop and pop and then miss it.
My thing is, you don't even have to be completely athletic. Like RJ isn't completely athletic. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not Anthony Edwards athletic. You know what I mean?
Okay,
but,
yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? But RJ is athletic enough where he's going to give you an aggressive drive to the basket on a fast break.
And not get the call.
And not word, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not get the real quick. I'm
Oh
sorry.
man,
I
here
gotta say,
we go. I
my
know.
man never, ever gets any foul calls on the interior. Ever, bro.
I'm talking about Draymond.
I don't know what it is. I don't know I don't know if it's because it was Draymond tonight, but it's every night. He gets bumped, he gets thrown off his rocker every single night, and he's never getting the call for it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
How
Did you see the
Draymond?
call that was the call that he got tonight on Uber? I was talking to Dre about it.
Oh
right
my
now.
God!
Bro,
yeah.
Was
he went
that
straight
a
up.
foul?
Bro, they said he turned
Because
his
he
body
turned.
in the
And they went hip to hip.
I said what? No way.
What replay did you watch?
No way.
The damn, what was it? The clear pass foul.
the clear
What
path.
replay did they watch?
Yeah, they were like he was ahead and there was no
First
defender
of
in
all,
front of him. I was like,
In
yo,
was not
what in what world?
They was like this.
He was not ahead. He was not
In
ahead.
what world, yo?
how do
So
you,
you trying to tell me that dude was faster than Rose?
No,
Stop it.
absolutely not.
so
Stop
here's my thing about the clear path thing. This is what the Knicks doing, and it's what's his name, pet peeve. Clive Walt Frazier.
Oh, I know what you're saying, man. I know exactly what you're about to say.
These dudes, they keep fouling to stop the ball or to stop the play. Like there was they did it again tonight, and I'm like, yo, you could have just ran. The dude scored. Like you could have just ran with him, even if you scored. Like they score anyway after you stop them from playing. Like if you'd have just let them finish and get, or you could try to stop the play. These dudes is picking up fouls anyway.
Right, yeah. Those clear path fouls are just stupid.
Yo, run with them. Just make it hard for them to score.
Yeah, exactly. Keep a body on him.
And you know who does it? You know who does it every single time? Emmanuel Quickly. Emmanuel
Quickly and Reggie do it the most.
Quickly do it super fast. Quickly does it right
Quickly
away.
doesn't even think about it. As soon as he misses a basket and somebody's right from him, he's gonna reach out and foul you. And it's like you didn't need to do that right there.
I'm like, like hold on, like you faster than these dudes.
Yeah, like that was
stay in front of them. That right there drive me crazy. But what I was gonna say about Reggie Bullock with that little stop and pop, I just want to be a coach. Let me be a coach. I said, I'd have been like, yo, Reggie, come here. I'm like, next time you do that shit and you don't dunk it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that wouldn't have been the next time. I'd have been like, your next game, when you had that opportunity again,
let me give you this one time. You don't go in there and fuck it. How tall are you? 6'7"? You don't go in there and dunk it. You out of here. You ain't playing again. That's it. You finished for the rest. Yo, come on, baby.
And the first thing I'm saying is, yo, next game when you go back in again, you better get you an aggressive drive to the back.
Right, I want to see you better dunk it on somebody.
Because you're not going back in this game.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, you know what I
next game, you don't dunk it on the first possession, you don't dunk it on somebody or try.
Yo, imagine you had it like, yo, Reggie, if you don't try to dunk on somebody first play of the game, you're coming out. You see Reggie going out trying to throw it on people?
Yo,
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I'm like, I'm benching you.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed about this Knicks team, though,
he looked like he really some damn Gatorade, bro.
Reggie need to buy some Gatorade. Yeah, we really need
it's a 2K joke.
Not just more shooting, but I feel like we're not athletic enough either, man.
Yeah. I'm not
gonna lie. A lot
Ube threw down way too many dunks, like light tonight. And I was like, yo, like he doesn't even have to think about it. It's like he gets close to the basket and it's a dunk.
That's his game, though.
But he's not built like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his game.
But he is athletic.
He's athletic, but he's not like take off on you athletic. He's like by himself athletic.
Nah, he pretty freakish, bro. Go look at his highlights, yo.
I've seen him catch some dudes off.
He's the energizer.
But
he's pretty freakish, yo.
They picked him up after Clay got injured. I like the pickup because he's aggressive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's aggressive. He'll dunk on somebody.
Really?
Like, that's what I like about Oubre. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he reminds me a lot of who we had with the Knicks. That was remember Josh? I was talking about. He played real.
It's like a 2K joke, you know, like when you run out of turbo.
So
he started blinking red. Now that's definitely Reggie Bullock. Like, he had thinking, he's like, oh man, I can't.
What was it? It was painting his nails black with the Knicks, what we had a few years ago.
painting his nails black.
He painted Josh. You said in the round. What was that joint? Beasley. That's who.
Michael Beasley.
Oubre remind me of. He's like another Beasley, except he's a little bit more athletic. Like Beasley had, but he was just going about it too slow and too pretty with it.
He's an in control Beasley. Like he's got it up here. Like it's funny. So, that's what Michael Beasley would look like if he would like.
I tell you what, right now, straight up, Oubre for Reggie Bullock. I'm like in the flash. I take anybody over Bullock.
Bro, this is the problem. This is the problem. You see, this is exactly why we have these trade talks. Because every single time we have these talks, if we see it, every executive in the fucking league sees it. And they don't want nothing to do with these guys. Why do you think Reggie Bullock's still on this team? You know what I'm saying? Why do you think
nobody want Reggie?
He should not be starting.
Bro, the only reason why they're starting is because they're trying to keep his value up. This is a starting two guard. No, he's not.
So, all right. So, let's just say this, right? So,
they got him as a 3, though.
The problem is this, right?
Yeah,
so,
I guess he's a 3, yeah.
So, Reggie not starting, right? Like, you start Burks?
Nah, not at the 3.
Who you start?
You got if you're going to start somebody else other than Reggie, you got to start Knox at the 3.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. If you don't,
but we all know that that's not gonna happen though.
But think about it.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
About it. How different would the game be?
I don't know because
I see what he's saying though.
Because Knox be drifting off, falling asleep, and
but so does Reggie.
Nah, Reggie is pretty solid defensively. You don't have too many lapses.
Reggie has it defensively at least. That's the one spot on the floor where he doesn't think, like he doesn't overthink at all, is on the defensive end. But it's like as soon as he crosses half court, it's like he's just a body. I don't get it. I don't understand. But I mean, I kind of felt like where you were gonna go with that was the same reason why they won't bring Elfrid Payton off the bench. It's kind of like imagine Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock coming off of your second unit. What are you really gonna expect for them to do?
Yeah.
You can't have those guys coming off your bench. You have to start them. That's the sad part. Like they're like, if you're not starting them, they're almost not effective. Like, and it's sad because you got to think about it. These guys, if they came off the bench, they would be playing against second unit players.
But I don't agree with that though, because they're bench players. You know what I mean?
On a good team.
I love Elfrid off the bench.
On a good team. If we had a better point guard,
most of our squad are bench players though. So
exactly. That's what I'm saying. On a good team, he's a bench player.
Yeah. So Dre makes a point, like as many as Knox can fall asleep on defense, but can he be that much worse than Bullock? Can we just see?
No.
Can we just see?
On defense, yes. On defense, yes. I don't think he has the mind of the game yet.
But he did take some steps forward on defense this year.
He did, but I don't think he's there yet.
But he's still not reliable.
Yeah.
That's Josh, all right, so check it.
For shooting, get him on the court 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Look, take all the shots that Reggie Bullock takes. The super safe.
It's not many.
No closeout. He's taking shots only when he has it, like he's comfortable. Knox can knock those down.
Mm-hmm. Because he'll take them contested.
Knox can also that fast break. Knox was going to dunk that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we need. Like he ain't scared that he's going to dunk that on somebody.
I think, and I think
he'll do
if he ain't dunking, he at the line.
He going for a layup or something.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That has to be between Elfrid and Reggie. Those two have to be the reason why we are dead last in the league in pace and in fast break points. It has to be because
Elfrid always trying to slow down.
Yeah,
what pissed me off was the end of the third quarter. There was 35 seconds left on the clock, and they walking the ball up. I'm like, bro, we can get a 2-for-1.
A 2-for-1. Give me a 2-for.
And get back in the court and play defense and get the ball back. 7 seconds left. They go and take a dumb shot with 17 seconds left on the court. I'm like, come on, bro. You waited all that time to take a bad shot with 17 seconds left?
Yo, Cat, they had there's so many lapses I see with them that they do dumb shit. Mm-hmm. So like when we got to that point, we was down 3. Like, yo, it's just, I swear, like on the switches, it's almost like these dudes, like, yo, Josh, it's like sometimes they look like high school team.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes these games are reactionary. right? And then you just got to come up with something. Like these dudes do like the dumb. And sometimes, and what's his name was doing, especially last season, Julius. They just do like the dumbest shit. He's like a great athlete.
Right.
Then they'll do something stupid. You know what I mean? Like they standing there, they looking, somebody shooting, nobody coming for the rebound. It's like, yo, y'all trying to win.
Or what? Like, what are y'all doing? Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my God! It's like nobody's like there to play the game. It's almost like the game is happening and they're just there.
And they're fans as well. They
right?
watch.
Like, nobody's dialed in, like you said, regular Joe. Like it's just like, do you guys want to? It just looks like nobody has the ambition to like. They're just trying to stay within the lines.
And that last offensive possession of the third quarter for the Warriors, Steph Curry is amazing to me, yo.
Oh man,
Knicks was down 7, right? And Steph ran off a curl, and Taj and Alfred both run to him, and Wiseman goes back door for the layup.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why Taj got up so high. I completely understand because of Steph. You gotta get there.
Yeah.
But and then Draymond throws the perfect dime, and they get a layup, and I'm just like, I've seen so many plays like that in Steph's career where just him running around. There's 3 guys. It's 3 guys running at him. How many times have we seen this, yo? Remember the Iguodala 3 in the finals?
He's great at that.
Remember that Iguodala 3 in the finals where everybody runs this stuff? Everybody runs this stuff, and Dre is wide open. It's crazy, man.
But
I think people are okay with Andre taking that shot than Steph. So
the whole team, man. He literally had 4 guys running to him on that play, though.
Yeah,
he warrants that, man. That's the respect that he earned.
He's feared, yo. He really is,
absolutely.
Man.
And
absolutely,
it's crazy because
he's incredible.
Yeah, there's times where, like last game, where Draymond gets ejected in the first half. I think in the second quarter he got ejected. The
second quarter.
Time he played them. That's all we needed to win that game.
Yeah.
Because I fully believe that Draymond Green is the reason what the heck is going on here, bro?
I have no idea what that is, but keep going.
Draymond Green. Yo, the chat, y'all are wild as hell. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, let that be.
Draymond Green is he's one of those guys that he doesn't need to score to be very effective. And that's all that we needed last time. When he got ejected in the second quarter, that was, even though Steph had a great game after that, it was
that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's all
beginning of the end.
That's all we needed. So tonight, it was just 4-5 precise passes that Draymond made that just changed everything.
And a couple of defensive plays. He had to strip. I can't remember who he stripped. She stripped Burks, matter of fact. He had to strip on Burks. He had the. I mean, I thought it was a clean play. He had the play on RJ, where RJ threw up that BS on the break. Like, he had a few defensive plays too. I'm just like, I want to, like, as a Knicks fan, you want to say, man, that was a foul, but they was both clean plays. Both clean plays in big moments.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is one of the games going into the week where I kind of felt like I didn't know what was going to happen. You know what I mean? You could have gotten one kind of, because I'm going to be honest, as much as went on in this game, like, we could have won this damn game, bro. Like,
we could have.
The score.
I mean, if we played a halfway decent third quarter, we would have won the game.
We would have won the game. Yeah. Because it was just the third quarter that we lost, if you really want to look at it.
They pulled together in like the last minutes of the last seconds, really, of that third quarter.
Yeah, we lost that third quarter by 13 points. That was just atrocious.
It could have been way worse too.
It could have been way worse. So, I mean, like I said, we were this close to winning that game. This is one of the games I was worried about, but whatever, it's over. We played Sacramento on Thursday. We play Indiana on Saturday, which should be very interesting because I'm sure Sabonis is going to want some. He wants some parts of Julius Randle that game. Yeah. So that should be interesting on Saturday, and then the back-to-back on Sunday against Detroit.
And the Kings just lost against the Nets,
That's
so they're going to be coming in hungry.
it all away.
We need
Luka
to.
hit a Luka hit the game winner tonight. I don't know what was going on. How you got Mike Tice on an island with Luka Doncic? You don't send nobody to get the ball out of his hand. Whew, shit had me hot, yo.
I'd be remiss if I did not mention the fact that the Dallas Mavericks were shopping Kristaps
KP.
Porzingis.
Boy, I saw that. That's why I was like, well, I sent trying to text. I said,
Listen, that makes me feel good.
I love it
because there's a lot of
feel vindicated.
Yeah. There's a lot of analysts. I don't know what the fuck they analyze, but there's a lot of them out there that their biggest gripe with New York was trading away Porzingis, and I don't see how you wouldn't make that move if you were in New York. You know what I'm saying? Knowing what they knew about his injury, knowing what they did about just how he acted behind scenes, especially with his brother or whatever like that.
That's what I was gonna say. I wonder how his brother's feeling right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels like a jerk, but I mean, this is what they saw, and I'm not gonna lie. As much as we don't like giving this man credit, Phil Jackson he was right, man. He was right. He was right about this kid. And
what Phil Jackson said, did he say, or he just knew that he wasn't?
It's funny. You remember that press conference where they kind of asked him like, "What do you see out of Porzingis?" And he said it in a good way. But now that I'm listening back, I'm like, he probably was like shading him right in front of his face. But he said, he reminds me a lot of Sean Bradley, and I was like, that's not a good thing. But he continued on like he didn't just say Sean fucking Bradley. And now we see the kid can't stay healthy just like Sean Bradley. So I'm guessing that's something that he had to see. You know what I'm saying? Having conversations with the guy, seeing him work out, seeing how much he could not stay on the floor. He's anemic. He can't play past a certain amount. He still hasn't played an entire season in the NBA once.
Yo, Josh,
I think most games. I think most games he played was 71. I think that might have been his rookie year.
Can you imagine if your coach say some shit? They be like, "So, who does your player? Who does Apollo Reed remind you of?" Like, he reminds me a lot of Kwame Brown.
I'd be mad as hell. I'd be like, Kwame Brown.
I've been like, thanks.
Yo, but we said this when he got traded.
I'm a first round draft pick.
Yeah, a bust,
like, number one bust.
But
speaking of ex-Knicks players, tonight, DSJ was 6 from 9 from the field, scoring 14 points.
Okay,
good for him.
I said the same exact thing when he said it earlier. I said
good for him.
We'll see. Let's see if he does it again the next game.
Good for him, yeah.
The next game he'll shoot 6 for 18.
5 games.
Nah, he gonna wait till we come to town. We play that back to back.
Play the Knicks. He gonna turn up.
He gonna try to turn up, and I guarantee.
And I hope they shut his ass down.
He gonna have like 15, 10, and 10 in like a 20-point blowout loss. I guarantee you.
I want to be the coach tonight that we play him. I'm like, I come back over here and he ain't hurt.
Hey, I know
the rest of the season.
I just want to throw one more thing in there from the game. Obi Toppin, man. I think that Obi deserve a few more minutes, man.
Yes, he's getting there.
Like,
I told you I wasn't worried.
Tell you what's not gonna happen.
Did you see the pass gave him? Like, he threaded the needle between those two Warrior defenders to catch Obi for the dunk.
Yeah.
So if he didn't catch that, it would have been like, yo, what are you doing? But since
that pass was crazy.
But what I'm saying, Joe, is the reason why he ain't gonna get more. We got an all-star in front of him now.
They gotta figure out a way, bro.
Get them both on the floor, especially with the way
especially with Mitch being out.
Huh?
Especially with Mitch being out.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But he's an all-star now.
Minutes there.
They're not gonna cut off his minutes. But I do think they overplaying him a little bit. I think he playing too many minutes. Let me see how many minutes he had.
Julius.
Oh, Randall? Yeah.
They got
35 minutes.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm gonna be honest.
That's not bad.
Minutes isn't bad.
The other game,
that's not bad.
The other game he had 39.
That's bad.
That's what I'm saying. But how many minutes did Youngblood have? Obi take 13.
13 minutes. Well, this is what I was saying earlier in the season, probably about 2 weeks ago. I was saying the only way we're really going to get to see a lot of Obi Toppin is if somehow Julius Randle misses some games. You know what I'm saying? As long as Julius Randle's there, he's not getting more than 15 minutes a game. Obi Toppin. It's just not going to happen.
I think the biggest difference I see in him is his post up. Because early in the season, I used to. How many times we see him get like a mismatch with a little guy, and he don't throw his weight around.
Yeah.
He just try to like turn and like and like throw or float up like some weak ass shot. Nah. Like, bro, punish him, man.
Right.
So now he putting the mouse in the house.
Yeah.
Who was that?
You know how many times I say that during the game? There's a mouse in the house every game, and dudes don't be taking them in there.
Yo, bro,
I think
who was that he took over his shoulder for that left hand?
Was it Wiggins or Oubre?
I think it might have been Wiggins.
I know he backed down Wiggins.
I think it might have been, or was it somebody off the bench like Bazemore? I don't know, but he backed them down.
You know what? It was either it could have been Pascal. It could have been Pascal.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't Pascal.
No. I just thought about it. I'm bugging. There's no way it was Pascal.
That boy's a tree trunk, yo. You ain't moving him,
bro. That is a Milwaukee Buck right there. No bullshit. But I don't know. What was you saying, Rick?
I said no. It was definitely Wiggins. I said,
it was Wiggins, right?
Lock it in. Because I was saying, yo, like knock that dude around, man. Like he got no weight on you. Yeah,
sure, he's mad little, and that's what I want to see
every game though.
Yeah,
every single game there's a mouse in the house. I say it every night. Every game we gotta be like, yo, a mouse in the house. Give it to him, and like you said, punish him.
That's why you got to be one of the next few that's in the stands so that you can let them know.
Yeah, word.
I'd love to be there. Every time I see somebody in the paint, they ain't supposed to be mouse in the house.
Yeah, when I went to the Charlotte game, I went to the Charlotte versus Knicks game last year, and as much shit as I was talking, I'm sure everybody around me was like, "Yo, this guy can't be over here anymore. Like, he just can't do it." Cause I was, and you know, I'm loud. Even when I play ball, I'm loud. Like I'm verbal. I'm very, very, very verbal.
Oh yeah.
So you know, I mean, it's just how basketball is. So I'm in the game, and I'm sitting. I'm in the game. I'm sitting and watching the game, and I forgot who it was. I think Knox did something, and I just jumped up. I'm like, "That's right, Knox. He can guard you." And I'm just like, "Yo, where are you right now?" I'm like, "Let me shut up." Cause I went really hard. I went really
hard.
I
know you from New York.
Yeah. My fiance be looking at me crazy when we be at these games.
yo, I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? Joy treated me she treated me with, hey, what's up, Jojo? What's up, nephew? He popped up.
Yo, why is he up?
What's his bedtime?
Joshua be giving them naps at 5:00 p.m.
Bro. My man, Joe.
Boy, wide awake.
Yeah. Josh, so check it. So one time Joy got me yo, matter of fact, I think he was there, Cap. But I think he was there that one game. We went to the game, and you know, my wife's best friend, her husband is like some big time attorney.
Embarrassing.
Like operations at the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So one time he got me into the shoot around the practice. Like we had the game tickets for the game. So we came in for the practice. So I'm on the floor. So they shooting around and I'm popping like mad shit. Like, there you go. I'm talking all of this. So my man, he looked and he looked at me like, this the last time we get
like, oh nah, he ain't coming no more.
He like, oh nah. He kind of was like,
so
like, all right, you know what I mean? Because he was like, he's worried about security about to come to me like, yo, who's this dude screaming in the front row? Mm-hmm. Whatever. I was like, oh, I got to dial it down. I come to, especially when he.
Oh, that's whack, man. That's
nah.
Yo,
right,
I was
shoot around, but I was hyping him up.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I was just hyping.
It is mad quiet though during shooter.
It is quiet during shooter.
My man in there making hella noise.
Yeah, I was like, that's right, boy. Let him go. Let me see how many you got. You know what I mean? They knocking down a couple. Like that. That's 3. Let me see. You know, I'm over there talking.
Yo, that's what they need, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, like Jordan, like I know if I was at a lot of Jordan's games, he would get annoyed with me. very, very quick.
Oh well.
Nah, see, you be the one to get us cooked.
Yeah.
Yo,
I feel like Spike.
No. My bad. When I said Jordan, I was talking about our nephew. I was talking about me and Dre's nephew.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I went to another game where I went with an AD, and we went to the game, and then we was like 5 rows behind. James Dolan was like 5 rows in front of us. And I forgot what I was saying, but I remember that's when we had Aaron Aflalo. And Aaron Aflalo kept looking at me, like he kept looking like from the bench. I was like, why this dude looking at me? Like I was like, I don't know what I said or whatever the case, but he kept looking over there.
You was about to get kicked out.
Nah, but I didn't say nothing negative.
Yeah.
But we did
You
have
about to get that Oakley treatment.
Now we had a heckler next to us. And this dude was annoying, like he was bad, like people started booing him. But I was like, with the team, and I was just like, yo, why Aaron? That's why I was like, I wasn't saying nothing bad about. I ain't gonna come to the game and tell them how terrible they are. You know, I might do that here on the podcast, but I ain't gonna be live like this. Like, yo, you suck, and I'm wearing the Knicks hat and all of that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I guarantee you, if we at a game and Dre sees Alfred Payton miss a layup and like live in person, there's no way you staying quiet about that, Andre. And he can hear you. There's no way you're staying quiet about that.
Yeah, he will. He will, because he still wants the team to win, so he's not gonna like get into their psyche to make it work.
Dre's not thinking about that at that moment. He's gonna react. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna react.
Hey, all I know is
I went to the game with my brother, and I was not quiet at all, man.
I let him know.
This was back when Melo was on the squad, and Melo, like one of my favorite players. So I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm starting the MVP chant, I'm doing all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the game, this guy came up to me. He was just like, "Yo, thank you."
Yeah.
It's like, for what? He was just like, yo, everybody else here was just sitting here every once in a while they quiet. He was just like, yo, you made it exciting. Like, it's supposed to be loud in the garden. Everybody was quiet. So like when I started that chant, I was, well, I had a couple, but like, yo, when I started that chant, like people actually follow along, yo, it
feels good. It feels good. It feels good,
they
bro.
can hear you, man. It gives the team momentum.
It don't matter where you're sitting at neither. You could be all the way up there, bro.
Yeah.
The garden is prone to getting like eerily quiet sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like
when the game gets bad, when the team start playing bad, they start losing interest.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it don't even have to it don't have to be like that though. It could be a game where it's just kind of a close game, but it's kind of early and there's really not much going on, no action. Like the garden could get scary quiet, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets whacked. But that's what happened last year. Like, again, Josh, when I took Jordan to the game.
I was about to say that game. Mm-hmm.
When I took Jordan to the game that game, and I had everybody in that section cracking up. Because Julius Randle come down. I said, I smell a spin move. What'd he do?
Yo, man, the turnaround. Speaking, it's funny that you say the turnaround. But the turnaround from last year to this year is completely different.
He's an all-star this year.
Yeah,
I could dig it. I guess you do got to give him a couple years.
I mean, all you have to do is stop spinning. He turned into an all-star.
Yeah, even he said it though in one of his press conferences. He was like, he said, I really put in a lot of work this summer. He was like, I'm aware that most people don't expect you to take a huge leap in year 7. That doesn't happen in year 7. But to his credit, he had been trending up for like the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
that's true.
I always thought he was an aggressive player, so I didn't mind him coming to New York. I didn't know what we could get out of him, but
the biggest thing with his game this season is the 3-point shooting. I don't know if
that's new.
I was gonna say there was a time where I was saying it wasn't sustainable, but now I'm starting to believe it's sustainable, man. Like at first I was like, there's no way this guy can shoot 40% from 3. Right? At some point he'll come to earth and he'll shoot like 35%.
Nah,
something like that.
In the gym, man. So he's serious about it. It's not.
But for him to still be up around 39-40% is unbelievable.
Yeah, he's shooting around.
You got the shot, but you're playing a different brand of basketball now.
Yeah.
I don't know if the coach is talking to him or something like that, but I hope he is.
Yeah, he's definitely stepping his game up, and it's consistent. And it's consistent.
Last year, he ain't know what to do with himself last year.
Yeah, it's
trying to win all the games by itself.
The last thing I'm gonna say is that 500 is eluding us, man.
Right there.
Every time we get there, it's like it runs away. So like I'm just I'm just waiting to see when we actually get it.
And the last time he got him, he lost like 4 straight after, I think.
That's the thing. Like I don't want to get excited about this 500 thing, because then we could fall right out of it like the next game and then be out of it again, and that'll be the last time we ever seen 500. But I don't want to get there. I don't want to be the one to put that juju out there, for lack of a better term. But Sacramento on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. They're not playing well. Hopefully we can feel some type of way about this game and go in there and
get some revenge.
Get some revenge.
How about that? Get some revenge, because they was doing a lot of this.
The last time we played them, they were talking a lot. I do remember that. That was a chippy game, and then they came out and won it. But whatever. They're not nice. They whack. Yeah, they kiss my ass. But anyway, hopefully
He's still in that 7th spot even after this loss.
Really? Yeah. That's good. That's good to know. So we right there, man. I think we'll be a playoff team eventually. I think even if it's a playing game, whatever happens. But that's all we got for y'all. We don't want to keep y'all too long. We'll see you guys on Thursday after the Knicks play and win versus the Sacramento Kings, hopefully. And that's it. Y'all got anything else y'all want to know? Any parting words? That's
Just
it.
like I always say, man, appreciate what you guys do. I think it's dope. You know what I mean? Grassroots Knicks shit, man. Yes, all you guys, Guard Up Knicks, Knicks Fan TV, Nick of Town, Jonathan Macri. It's all dope, yo. So
NYK Terry Trey. Oh yeah, man.
Yo, man, I appreciate you teaching me something new today, man. I ain't know about that.
The frozen envelope, baby.
On that. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, now you're a real fan. Now you're a real Knicks fan.
There's probably a few other embarrassing things I don't know about the Knicks, but you know what? We're gonna keep that on the wrap.
It's all good. But remember, y'all, if you're here, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified whenever we go live, whenever there's a video. What's up? What you said?
No, I was gonna say hit the thumbs up, but you said it.
Oh yeah. Hit that thumbs up, yo. Smash that thumbs up. Whatever. Like, people come up with all kinds of terms. Just hit the like button. That's all. That's all I need you to do. You know what I mean? But y'all have a good one.
Tell them subscribe. Tell them stop playing.
Subscribe.
Don't be going easy with these fans. Tell them hit the stop playing.
Yo, word.
You to tell them, yo, stop playing with us, man.
Yo, stop playing. Yo, that's my word. Stop playing. Yo, that's my word. Stop playing. You put
the finger on their forehead. Yo, that's word.
Yo, that's my word. Yo, we out of here. Yo, y'all have a good one, man.